1차 TV 토론회 시작을 앞두고 많은 사람들이 모였습니다. 시민들은 함께 모여 이른바 시청 파티를 벌입니다. 밤 9시 드디어 토론회에 막이 올랐습니다.
We also have to make the economy fairer. That starts with raising the national minimum wage and also guarantee, finally, equal pay for women's work. I also want to see more companies do profit
자신이
sharing.
지지하는 후보를 열렬히 응원하는데요.
You should be able to share in them, not just the executives.
That's going to be a job creator like we haven't seen since Ronald Reagan. It's going to be a beautiful thing to watch.
I'm sitting on the ground.
His tax plan, which would blow up the debt by over $5 trillion and would, in some instances, disadvantage middle-class families compared to the wealthy, were to go into effect, we would lose 3.5 million jobs.
You've been doing this for 30 years. Why are you just thinking about these solutions right now? For 30 years you've been doing it, and now you're just starting to think of solutions.
Well,
I will bring
꼭 스포츠 경기를 응원하는 것 같죠?
Obviously, do it different.
마침내 90분간의 토론회가 막을 내렸는데요. 이렇게 함께 모여 시청 파티를 벌인 이들은 무엇을 느꼈을까요?
It clears up like any rumors that are created in the media.
Yeah, you should educate yourself.
Yeah.
Like you should watch it for yourself instead of like learning from other people. Because it's your own opinion. You should be able to be firsthand on that.
선거를 40여일 앞두고 두 후보의 지지율은 근소한 차이를 보였는데요. 모든 국민을 대변하는 단 한 사람, 대통령. 미국에서 대통령을 선출하기 위한 과정은 길고도 복잡합니다. (2016년) 상반기부터 당원대회와 예비선거를 통해 각 당의 대선 후보를 선출합니다. 그렇게 대선 후보자가 결정되면 비로소 선거인단을 선출하는 본선거가 실시되는데요. 미국 대통령 선거는 선거인단을 선출하는 간접선거에 해당합니다. 선거인단은 각 주 상원의원과 하원의원의 자릿수만큼 배정받게 되는데요. 과반 이상의 표를 획득하면 자연스럽게 이 정당의 후보가 승리하게 되는 사실상의 대선이죠. 이렇게 선거인단 제도를 선택한 데는 각 주의 자치권을 중시했던 전통에서 비롯된 것입니다.
Compromise between big states and small states, between federalism, the idea that power should be distributed to states as opposed to kind of centralizing force that would have a national government.
공화당에서 쟁쟁한 대선 후보들이 처음 출사표를 던진 건 2015년 상반기. 민주당 역시 마찬가지였습니다. 본선거까지 1년 6개월의 여정이 시작된 것이죠.
I humbly and gratefully accept your nomination for the presidency of the United States.
공화당에서는 13개월간의 경합 끝에 도널드 트럼프가 대선 후보로 공식 선출됐습니다.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. America's destiny is ours to choose.
민주당에서는 버니 샌더스와 경합을 벌였던 힐러리 클린턴이 최종 후보로 결정됐죠. 이제 본 선거만을 남겨둔 상황. 뉴욕 중심가에서 할로윈 대위 퍼레이드가 한창입니다. 대통령 선거를 앞두고 대선 주자들로 분장한 사람들이 눈길을 사로잡았는데요.
We will make America great again and then grab America.
그 중에서도 가장 관심을 끈 여성들이 있습니다.
Our human rights and human rights are women's rights. Women's rights are human rights.
19th century costumes, so different hats, long skirts, blouses, and the votes. So women were lobbying for votes, their right to vote. They couldn't vote, and they were trying to do it state by state.
We just want to bring more attention to Hillary, to the campaign, and we want to remind people it's really important to vote.
힐러리 후보를 열렬히 지지하는 자원봉사자 모임. 일본에서 온 여성까지 있었습니다.
It's a totally different systems about elections. In Japan, like 2 weeks to 1 month, to the people can talk. But I'm enjoying it. I'm learning a lot.
선거를 한 달여 앞두고 캘리포니아의 한 도시를 찾았습니다. 거리 장터에서 가장 인기를 끈 건 바로 트럼프 후보와 관련된 물품들이었는데요. 남녀노소를 불문하고 곳곳에서 열혈 지지자들을 만날 수 있었습니다.
I designed this T-shirt. I've been wearing it for 13 months, every day, everywhere except the men's room. I got to see Mr. Trump twice when he was out here in San Pedro on the Iowa, the battleship, and also Anaheim.
I never cared a bit about politics, but this is like, Trump is not a politician. He's a businessman. He knows how to get the job done.
상점에서 판매되는 물건은 모두 바로 이 자원봉사자 게일라의 개인적인 소품입니다. 이날도 트럼프 후보를 응원하기 위해 자원봉사자에 지원하겠다는 이들이 줄을 이었는데요. 그 이유가 궁금합니다.
Well, I've been disabled for 12 years because of repetitive motion syndrome. I feel happy. I do feel accomplished because of my personal story dealing with disability. This, to some extent, I feel has brought me back to life.
자원봉사를 통해 건강과 행복을 되찾았다고 하네요. 그런데 이때 열띤 토론이 벌어졌습니다.
How do you know that?
Well, look how successful he is with his business. He's a negotiator.
But everybody thinks Donald Trump is racist.
I wouldn't say he's racist. I'll tell you why. Because he's got blacks working for him. He has Hispanics working for him. He has a lot of people working for him that are different races.
But why is he the good in Trump, but the bad Hillary? The good.
Because Hillary's been in politics for a while, and nothing has changed. That's going to be backed up by a man that's going to say, you know what, we got our military over there, we put them over there, we're going to take care of them. No ands, ifs, and buts about it. You understand?
I get what you're saying, but I still don't like Trump.
Okay.
I'm actually wondering.
You have that right. You have that right to say you don't like him. It's okay.
아이들의 목소리에 귀 기울이는 어른, 또 거침없이 정치적 발언을 하는 아이들. 조금 낯선 풍경입니다.
Because depends what same Trump becomes president, the world can go to good or become something worse.
Can change the world.
Change the world.
Even though Donald Trump has to go through all these people, he can still make it happen. America's supposed to be a free country, but if he's making all these decisions, it's not gonna be.
It's interesting enough to find that these children are interested in our government. And I believe that everybody's taking part in our government because they're our future of this nation.
선거를 9일 앞둔 주말, LA의 한 민주당 선거운동 본부.
/calls, and that website will direct you on how to do it from there.
어딘가로 바쁘게 전화를 거는 모습이 텔레마케팅 현장을 방불케 합니다.
I am calling to see if you are supporting Hillary and if I can count on your vote in the presidential election this year. Yes?
I'm so excited.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
전화를 통해 투표 참여를 독려하는 선거운동인데요. 주말까지 포기하고 이곳을 찾은 이유는 뭘까요?
And the It's really important to me.
Answering the phone call. And
I mean, for
are you voting
a
early, or
bajillion
did you already go in and
reasons.
vote? Are you doing mail-in?
Because I think that if you have, we're so lucky to have,
That's what I did.
to
It was
be
really
able to vote.
최초의 여성 대통령이 탄생할지 관심이 모아지는 가운데 투표 독려 활동에 총력을 기울이고 있습니다. 이 본부에서만 1,600명의 자원봉사자가 활동하고 있는데요. 학생과 주부들은 물론이고 은퇴한 노인들도 적지 않았습니다.
I've done it every year. My wife did it when Bobby Kennedy was running for president.
Wow. Why are you volunteering? Why you spend time?
Because we love Hillary. She's the best thing that ever happened in the United States.
Yeah.
필요한 물품이나 음식을 비롯해 선거운동본부 운영 자체가 대부분 개인의 기부에서 비롯됩니다.
Some countries have a shorter campaign season. Ours goes on for a year and a half, and it drags on. And I think people around the world look at us like those crazy Americans are, what are they doing? I think it's very important. I think it gives people a sense of pride to participate in a democratic process, and to think that, you have the right to vote.
선거를 사흘 앞둔 지난해 11월 5일. 펜실베니아의 한 작은 마을에서 할로윈데이 행진을 벌였던 여성들을 다시 만났는데요.
Were there other people at this house? Yeah. We get there before, or it's less busy. We are.
힐러리 후보를 응원하기 위해 전국을 돌며 투표 독려 활동을 벌이고 있었습니다.
No, because here's red. To get out the vote for Hillary. This is the last weekend. This is our last chance to make a difference.
Weren't you tired? Because you've been already several days organizing.
Tired. Oh my God, we're so tired. Yes, I am super tired, but it's okay because at this point we are just going on adrenaline.
Yeah.
고단한 몸을 이끌고 다시 발걸음을 옮깁니다.
436.
직접 가정 방문을 통해 유권자들을 설득하는 캔버싱이라는 선거운동 방식인데요.
So here's a reminder to vote tomorrow.
비어있는 집도 그냥 지나칠 순 없습니다.
People who have off schedules here. So then on all of our sheets, we know where they have to go vote. So it's the school over there. So we're just letting them know to go to the school.
캔버싱은 직접 유권자와 얼굴을 맞대기 때문에 투표 독려 효과가 높은 것으로 알려져 있는데요.
Is Lisa here? Thank you. Bye bye.
오늘은 생각만큼 반응이 좋지 않습니다.
Going that way. I'm trying to.
어디로 가야 할지 망설여지는 모양인데요. 혹시 포기하는 건 아니겠죠?
I think that this is what it's all about. You just keep knocking on the doors. We're going to the same door every time until you catch somebody. And each contact is supposed to help get people to vote. They're tired and they're busy, but this is important.
Well, I'm gonna leave it to you to.
얼마나 문을 두드렸을까요? 드디어 이들을 반겨주는 시민을 만났습니다.
Yes, his vote rests in your hands. You will go.
Hillary Clinton getting elected president rests in
your hands. So.
We're in trouble.
Yes, we are. So we're happy to have your support.
시민들에겐 이들의 자원봉사 활동이 어떻게 받아들여질까요?
Thank you so much.
It's very helpful because it just shows that more people care and that I feel like I'm more on the right path.
때로 자원봉사자들을 향해 아낌없이 응원해주는 시민들을 만나기도 하죠.
Hillary! Hillary! Hillary!
Oh my God, I think actually just talking about it makes me want to cry, but I hope she wins. I believe that she will win. I hope that she will win. We work so hard, and she's a great candidate, no matter what people say.
과연 사흘 뒤 이토록 간절한 이들의 바람은 이루어질 수 있을까요?
I believe that she will win. I believe that she will win. I believe that she will win.
같은 날 노스캐롤라이나주의 한 도시. 선거를 사흘 앞두고 트럼프 후보의 유세 현장에 많은 사람들이 모였습니다.
Your son.
최연소 트럼프 지지자라고 보면 될까요? 어린이 팬들이 적지 않았는데요.
Okay.
So why do you support Trump?
Because he's fantastic.
이들은 과연 어디서 온 시민들일까요?
New Jersey, yes.
Cape May, New Jersey.
So why you guys here then?
Drove down to see Trump.
I mean, you drove?
Yeah.
Yes.
How many hours?
9. Well, it took 11 because potty breaks and stuff.
It's okay. It's worth it. It's a once in a lifetime event.
마침내 트럼프 후보의 전용기가 유세 현장에 도착했습니다. 지지자들은 얼마나 이 순간을 기다려왔을까요? 트럼프 후보가 얼굴을 드러내자 술렁이는 유세 현장. 스타의 콘서트장을 방불케 합니다.
A Trump administration will also secure and defend the borders of the United States. And yes, we will build a great wall. I'm asking you to dream big because with your vote, we are just 3 days away from the change you've been waiting for your entire life. We will make America strong again. We will make America safe again. And we will make America great again. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. Thank you very much.
트럼프 후보의 유세 현장에서 가장 눈에 띄는 건 아이들이 많았다는 점인데요. 아이들은 유세를 지켜보며 어떤 생각을 했을까요?
Because we need to know what's like going on in our world, and like whoever's like running the country, like that's who's gonna be in control, and like us. So.
선거를 불과 이틀 앞둔 11월 6일. 도로에 트럼프 팻말을 설치하는 한 아버지와 아들을 만날 수 있었는데요. 이 두 사람 중 소문난 트럼프 지지자가 있습니다. 그 주인공은 바로 12살 매튜입니다. 사실 아버지는 아들을 따라 나섰는데요. 매튜는 요즘 트럼프 후보 지지 활동으로 바쁜 일상을 보내고 있습니다.
Because it always helps promoting the candidate. Because when you see the name of the person, then you vote for them sometimes. You remember the name and then sometimes you vote for them.
Good morning, Governor Pence. My name is Matthew and I'm 11 years old, and I've been watching the news lately, and I've been noticing that you've been kind of softening up on Mr. Trump's policies and words. Is this your role is this going to be your role in the administration?
Let me tell you, Matthew. Number one, this boy's got a future.
매튜는 공화당 부통령 후보에게 기습 질문을 던져 일약 스타덤에 오른 소년입니다.
Proud to stand with Donald Trump.
It's interesting because people always are like, hey, that's the kid on TV. And they kind of like go towards you, take your picture, and then they run off again.
유세 현장을 찾거나 정치 기사를 읽는 게 일상인 매튜.
And I was looking at all the tweets today. Right now he's visiting Trump Democratic strongholds, Iowa. Hillary's done in Ohio and New Hampshire. They didn't mention. He did not mention the rally that he got attacked in. So.
미국 가정에서는 아이들 역시 선거 과정에 동참하는 것이 자연스러운 문화이자 일상입니다.
We spend a lot of time talking about politics at dinner, and I have it on the radio when I drive him to school. So yes, it's for real. It's really a large part of his life and our life.
It's good to be a citizen. He can make a difference. He can ask them questions. He can get involved in politics when he's older.
예비 선거부터 1년 반이라는 오랜 여정 끝에 마침내 미국의 45대 대통령을 선출하는 선거 당일이 찾아왔습니다. LA 인근의 한 투표소. 투표소 문을 열기도 전인 이른 아침부터 긴 줄이 이어졌는데요. 그중엔 아이들의 손을 잡고 온 부모들도 적지 않았습니다.
We've talked about this election with them for months, if not longer. So it's been a big part of our family conversations. And so to have it culminate today and voting together is really important.
Oh, well, because I think voting is one of our most important responsibilities and privileges as citizens, and I want the kids to understand that even if it's a little inconvenient to get up early and wait in line, we are still going to come and vote because it's important that we use our vote and our voice to make the democratic system work.
부모를 따라온 아이들은 투표 부스까지 들어와 어떻게 투표하는지 모든 과정을 지켜봅니다.
There it goes. Very good. Thank you. All right.
아이들은 이런 체험을 통해 시민으로서 권리와 책임을 조금씩 깨달아갑니다.
Thank you very much.
I will come because I want to give my say on who runs our country.
I think voting is very important because if nobody voted, nobody would decide who the next president would be, or the next judge, or state assembly, or county assembly.
미국에서는 만 18세부터 투표권이 주어지는데요. 16살인 이 여고생은 자원봉사자로 투표소를 찾았습니다. 미국의 몇몇 주에서는 투표권이 주어지지 않은 청소년들도 선거 당일 투표소에서 자원봉사가 가능합니다.
Have a good day. Thank you.
I mean, it's part of the fabric of the country. So it's good to get young people out to, even before they can vote, to see what it's all about.
자신의 소중한 권리를 행사하려는 이들의 발걸음이 계속되는 가운데 어느덧 마감 시간이 다가왔습니다.
The most rewarding part today was when I was able to help a few patients. I mean, not patients. I remember a lot of people that I talked to, even though I think I talked to at least like 1,000 people. But a lot of people really stuck with me, especially while they were waiting in line or when I helped them vote.
You have this weird air, so instead of a U, it's a V. So that might be.
곧 투표 결과가 나오게 되면 부모에겐 또 다른 역할이 주어진다고 합니다.
So I think that our democracy is really strong, and that actually one of the most important things you can do in support of democracy is actually to support the opposition candidate.
마침내 전국에서 투표가 마감되고 집계 결과가 속보로 이어졌는데요. 시민들은 발걸음을 멈추고 숨죽인 채 결과를 지켜봅니다. 자정을 넘긴 시각, 공화당 트럼프 후보의 당선이 확정됐는데요. 결과가 발표되자 시비가 엇갈렸습니다.
Great. I mean, it's a smell of victory. It's amazing. Like today we made a stance and the American people actually let our politicians know that we're actually tired of what they're doing to this country. So today we made a stance.
The U.S. is definitely going to change. People need to see that we need to make a change. I know they want to make a change, and that's why they elected Trump.
미국은 일반 유권자 수가 아닌 주별 선거인단을 통해 득표수를 집계하는데요. 트럼프 후보는 과반인 270표를 훨씬 웃도는 306표를 획득해 미국 제45대 대통령에 당선됐습니다. 당선이 확정된 직후 트럼프 당선인은 승리의 소감을 밝혔는데요. 그 시작은 힐러리 후보에 대한 말이었습니다.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've just received a call from Secretary Clinton. Hillary has worked very long and very hard over a long period of time, and we owe her a major debt of gratitude for her service to our country.
Donald Trump is going to be our president. We owe him an open mind and the chance to lead.
힐러리 후보 역시 승복 연설을 통해 패배를 인정했죠. 이번 45대 미국 대통령 투표율은 56.9%로 다소 낮았는데요. 하지만 다른 나라와 단순 비교하기는 어렵습니다. 이번 대선 투표용지를 보면 그 이유를 짐작할 수 있는데요. 대통령 선거인단 투표뿐 아니라 상하원 의원 선거까지 함께 실시됐습니다. 선거 횟수가 잦아 주권을 행사할 수 있는 기회가 많기 때문이죠. 한 조사에 따르면 자원봉사와 정치적 모임에 참여하는 미국인들의 비율은 28%로 세계에서 가장 높은 편입니다. 이번 선거에서도 미국 국민들은 대통령 선거를 단순히 하루의 투표로 끝내지 않았습니다. 1년 6개월간의 긴 여정에서 언제나 모든 국민이 주인공이었죠.
Just get involved in it. It's sort of like going to a sporting event and rooting for your team. People get excited about campaigns. People get excited about particular candidates and their ideas. Some people are angry at the current system and want to elect new leaders.
One of the things about the 2016 election is that it really got people fired up. The campaign never really stops. It's going on even now. People are thinking about who might run for the next presidential election, even though it's years away.
대통령 선거가 끝난 뒤 힐러리의 열혈 지지자였던 레아 씨를 다시 만났습니다. 그녀는 선거운동을 벌였던 힘겹고도 오랜 여정을 어떻게 생각하고 있을까요?
I do think that many people who want change need to know that it doesn't stop at the voting booth. So it's step one to go and vote. The next step is to get involved at your local level. The next step is to maybe join your community board because it really starts from a ground.
미국에서 대통령제가 발명된 지 200여 년. 이번 대통령 선거를 통해 제45대 대통령이 탄생했습니다. 그리고 지난 1월 그는 수많은 국민들 앞에서 취임 선서를 했습니다.
The office of President of the United States.
And will, to the best of my ability.
And will, to the best of my ability.
I, Barack Hussein Obama, do solemnly swear.
And will, to the best of my ability.
Preserve, protect, and defend.
The Constitution of the United States. So help you God. So help me God.
1789년 초대 대통령이었던 조지 워싱턴에서부터 200년이 넘는 세월 동안 45대 대통령에 이르기까지 그들의 선서는 한결같았습니다. 바로 헌법을 지키고 수호하겠다는 내용이었죠. 헌법의 첫머리는 이렇게 시작됩니다. 바로 우리 국민이라고 말이죠.
We the people is probably the phrase that most people
even know when they think about a constitution. But it's a very important idea because at the time, the United States of America was that. So we the people means all of us have come together.
The Constitution announced to the world that people could actually have sovereignty, that people could have the power. And so those words, we the people, reflected this idea of popular sovereignty, that the people were in charge.
국민 주권을 천명한 미국 연방 헌법의 원칙은 삼권 분립을 통해 견제와 균형이 이루어지도록 했다는 점입니다. 행정부의 수장인 대통령 역시 입법부와 사법부의 견제와 균형을 통해 권력 남용을 엄격히 제한하고 있습니다.
He's not all powerful. He's not like a king in the. So no branch of the federal government is absolutely independent. There are checks and balances on all three branches.
We have a system which divides powers between the Congress, the president, and the judiciary. So the president can't be a dictator.
세계 여러 나라에서 대통령제를 시행하고 있지만 권력을 남용하는 사례가 적지 않습니다. 그렇다면 미국이 가진 차이점은 무엇일까요?
Because in American history, there have been a lot of bad presidents. There's been a lot of people that were not very good presidents, but the system survived. Perhaps one reason is that it's very hard to pass legislation in the United States system with the different checks and balances.
미국에서 대통령을 견제하는 국회는 상하원으로 나뉩니다.
John Fairfax, Mr. King.
총 100명의 상원 의원들은 주마다 2명씩 직접 선거를 통해 선출되는데요. 각 주를 대표하는 이들은 군대 파병, 관료 임명에 대한 동의, 외국 조약에 대한 승인 등 주로 국가 차원의 중요한 결정을 하는 역할을 하죠. 한편 하원 의원은 총 435명으로 각 주별 인구 비례에 따라 할당되는데요. 세금 징수에 대한 법률 제정, 연방 공무원에 대한 탄핵 등의 권한을 가집니다. 버지니아의 한 도서관.
There's a public school near where I grew up in Southern California. There's a public school near my home that I thought would be a good choice.
높은 대학 등록금과 관련한 워크숍이 한창인데요. 그곳에서 버지니아주의 한 하원 의원을 만났습니다. 그는 공식적인 일정 외에도 주민과의 만남을 최우선으로 하는 발로 뛰는 정치인입니다.
My goal is to spend time with voters, what we call constituents, every single day. And even if it's not an official meeting or a professional setting, even if it's a social event, when I got elected, I became a public person. That means that my time is actually being spent to help people. If I just stay home by myself in a room, I can't help people that much.
사선에 당선돼 8년째 하원으로 살아가는 그에 대한 주민들의 평가가 궁금했습니다.
We need more leaders who are more involved on the grassroots level. I mean, we need to know that they're there for us, right? Yeah, so that's really good. And Mr. Kim is always he's very visible in the community, which is great.
As many as favor that motion will please rise.
김 의원의 연봉은 우리 돈 약 2천만 원. 재미교포 2세인 그는 한국에 많은 변화가 필요하다고 말합니다.
the work of this body.
You know, when I go to the American constituency here, people come to me like, "Hey, how you doing, Mark?" You know, we shake hands, we hug, we talk. I go to a Korean event, they say, "Oh, Kim Il-won님 안녕하세요." And they're very respectful. And I say, "I'm just Mark. My job is to do what the government's supposed to do for people, not the other way around. So don't put me higher up." I think Koreans have that tendency, you know, calling 대통령 카카 or, you know, whatever. I mean, we don't have to put a person above us. Regular folks, regular citizens should have just as much power as politicians.
정치인이 명예나 권력에 집착하지 않고 국민의 편에 서서 일하는 비밀. 그것은 주인으로서 권리를 톡톡히 행사하는 국민으로부터 비롯된다는 설명입니다.
So when we have a town hall meeting, I do town hall meetings all the time. In fact, I have one coming up in 2 weeks. And there are times when I sit there and people yell at me. They don't like something. And they just like scream and yell, and I just sit there and listen. Because what can I say? I'm not going to fight with them. I listen to them and I say, thank you for your expression and your views. And obviously that's going to affect the way I think about this issue. But that's guaranteed by the First Amendment. And we want them to express their views because that's what makes our country better. The idea that the government can do and deal with a lot of issues at the same time, so having a broad base of issues and people participating.
과연 국민의 참여는 어디에서부터 비롯되는 것일까요? 한 초등학교 5학년 사회 시간.
And you've been learning about the American government all year long, and now you've had the opportunity to form some opinions, some points of view.
정부에 대한 각자의 주장을 펼치는 수업이 진행됐는데요. 아이들은 벌써부터 투표권에 관심이 많습니다.
If it was raised to age 21, maybe we wouldn't have a lot of voters. That it should be kept at the code age of 18 as well.
And what are your reasons?
They thought if 18-year-olds could fight in the war, they could have the rights in voting as well.
A serious crime. What made you think that?
아직 투표를 하려면 7년이나 남았는데요. 이런 수업이 어렵진 않을까요?
And then put my own thinking with it.
My sister, she didn't like to vote on a president, and I pretty much told her every vote counts. And if she doesn't like the way a vote, if she doesn't vote, she might not think. Like when she gets older, she might not ever want to vote, and it pretty much makes a big difference.
대통령의 임기에 관심이 많은 아이들도 있었습니다.
My lead is, when George Washington was president, he was elected for a third term but turned it down, saying this: I do not want America to end. My claim is the president should not be allowed to serve more than 2 terms. My first reason is that if you could run for an infinite amount of terms, it would be like a king's rule. People love to vote. People like choosing their leaders. If they can't, the president would basically become a dictator. Who's FDR? I don't know.
아이들의 나이는 이제 11살. 대통령의 권한과 국민의 권리에 대해 토론하는 아이들의 모습은 제법 진지하기만 합니다.
What is the main purpose of government? What is it supposed to protect? Trevor?
Our rights.
It's supposed to protect our rights. That's the main job of government. And what are our rights?
Life, liberty, and property.
Life, liberty, and property, just like in this classroom. Those are the rights that we need to protect by making rules and laws. So, and one way we are going to wrap up today is by revisiting the fact that we have our own classroom constitution. And we've been, yes, you know, it's been hanging there all year long. Who created that constitution?
Us.
You did. We the students. Well, you're the students, but you're also people, right? And so, Tyler, how about reading the Constitution for us, nice and loud and clear? Stand over here and read that so that we can be reminded that the people are in charge in a democracy.
We, the students of Mrs. Blaine's class, in order to get things done faster, keep others safe, be healthy, get good grades, keep our parents from worrying.
아이들이 직접 제정한 학생 헌법을 읽는 것으로 수업은 마무리됐는데요. 교실은 그야말로 살아있는 민주주의 교육 현장입니다.
But then they all sign this. And then when someone is not using appropriate language, we say, you made a rule for this class. Article 2 has been broken by the same people who made it.
I think why people say that we the people in the preamble of the Constitution, because us as the people have to make decisions, because the democracy in America is that we all decide so that nobody can be a dictator and have all power.
Our own rights. I believe it is really important because it helps us get ready for when we do become an adult, and we need to know how it works in order to be able to make the right decisions that we actually believe in.
Because I am just a kid right now, but when I grow up, I could make a difference of what the economy and the government is like.
이렇게 국민의 권리와 책임을 일깨우는 심도 깊은 수업은 이 초등학교만의 특별한 수업이 아닙니다. 메릴랜드주의 모든 초등학교에서 이 프로그램에 동참하고 있는데요. 어릴 때부터 이런 교육을 하는 이유는 무엇일까요?
I think they need to have those underpinnings when they're young. And the government's job is to protect our rights. And we need to know what those rights are and how the Constitution protects them. Otherwise, then we could lose them. If you don't know what your rights are, they can be taken away and you wouldn't even know it.
We as a citizen have rights, but we also have a responsibility. They not only know their rights and understand what their rights are, but also their responsibilities. I think that they become better citizens. They're made much more aware.
교육부의 지원 사업인 이 프로그램은 국민의 권리란 참여를 통해서만 지켜질 수 있음을 교육 목표로 삼고 있습니다. 또 어떤 아이들도 소외되지 않도록 빈곤 지역의 집중 지원을 펼치고 있죠.
It stresses the importance of becoming active and becoming engaged because, we all need to be part of this process and we all need to engage together. So to me, particularly working with the high needs group, I think it's extremely rewarding to see that people who could potentially be left out now have a greater potential to be included and to have a voice in this system.
대통령을 선출할 수 있는 국민의 권리는 결코 그냥 주어진 것이 아닙니다. 아주 오랜 기간 힘겹게 싸운 끝에 얻어낸 특별한 권리이자 그 권리를 계속해서 지켜나가기 위해서는 막중한 책임이 따른다는 사실을 우린 기억해야 합니다.
And most of the changes in this country don't usually come from one man down, they come from the bottom up. And truly understand that people can make a difference in the future of the country and the direction of the country. To understand, and one of the ways those changes can happen is by voting.
The word citizen is very important because it means that people are equal. And that means that they have to take control of their own government. So in order to, I think, have self-government, to have representative government, you need educated, informed citizens, or the whole thing fails.
대통령제의 고향 미국에서 우린 엿볼 수 있었습니다. 어릴 때부터 대통령 선거 과정에 참여함으로써 진정한 국민의 권리를 교육하는 사람들의 부단한 노력을 또 모든 국민이 자유롭고 평등한 세상을 꿈꾸며 탄생한 대통령을 선택하기 위해 기꺼이 고단하고 긴 여정에 함께하는 국민들의 뜨거운 열정을 국민이 국가의 주인으로서 갖게 된 특별한 권리, 투표. 당신은 지금 그 권리를 어떻게 행사하실 겁니까?
We the people.
We the people.
We the people. We the people. We the people. We the people. We the people. We the people.